You wake up every morning. You work hard. You stay busy. But at the end of the day, you look at your life and ask yourself, why am I not moving forward? Let me tell you something uncomfortable, something nobody wants to hear. You are not procrastinating because you are lazy. You are procrastinating because you are afraid. Afraid of failing, afraid of being judged, afraid that maybe you are not good enough. I am Jack Ma. I failed my college entrance exam twice. I applied to Harvard 10 times. I got rejected. I applied for 30 jobs. I got rejected from all of them. Even KFC rejected me. 10 people applied to KFC. 9 got hired. I was the only one they said no to. But today, I am going to share with you the real reason why you procrastinate. And more importantly, I will show you how to break free from it, using the same thinking that took me from being a poor English teacher to building one of the biggest companies in the world. This is not theory. This is battle-tested truth. Let me ask you a question. Why do smart people procrastinate? Why do talented people waste their time? I will tell you 3 uncomfortable truths that nobody talks about. I will tell you 3 uncomfortable truths. 1. You are waiting for perfect conditions that will never come. Most people say, I will start my business when I have enough money. Or, I will make that change when the timing is right. Or, I will take action when I feel ready. Let me be clear. Perfect conditions do not exist. When I started Alibaba in my apartment with 17 friends, we had no money. We had no technology. We had no connections. China did not even have good internet yet. Everyone said we would fail. But here is what I learned. Opportunities are where others complain. When everyone says it is too hard, that is exactly when you should start. You are not procrastinating because conditions are wrong. You are procrastinating because you are waiting for permission that will never come. Nobody will give you permission to be successful. You must take it yourself. Poor people wait for perfect conditions. Rich people create conditions. Which one are you? #2. You focus on what you cannot do instead of what you can do. Here is a mistake I see everywhere. People focus on their weaknesses. They say, I do not have a degree. I do not have experience. I do not have connections. Listen carefully. Everyone has weaknesses. I was terrible at math. I did not know technology. I knew nothing about computers when I started an internet company. Does that sound crazy? Yes, but that is exactly why it worked. I focus on what I could do. I could speak English. I could teach. I could communicate. I could inspire people. So, I used those strengths to find people who were good at technology. I did not waste time trying to become a programmer. I used my time to build a team of programmers. You procrastinate because you think you need to be good at everything before you start. Wrong. You need to be excellent at one thing and find partners for the rest. Stop focusing on what you lack. Start using what you have. A poor person says, I cannot do this because. A rich person says, how can I do this with what I have? Your weakness is not the problem. Your focus on your weakness is the problem. #3. You are afraid of the wrong thing. Let me tell you what you are really afraid of. You are afraid of failure. You are afraid people will laugh at you. You are afraid of losing money or losing face. But here is the uncomfortable truth. You should be afraid of regret, not failure. When you are 25 years old and you fail, you can try again. When you are 30 and you fail, you can try again. But when you are 65 years old and you realize you never tried, that pain never goes away. I failed so many times. But every failure taught me something. Every rejection made me stronger. Today, I do not remember the pain of failing. But I would never forget the pain of not trying. You procrastinate because you are afraid to lose. But by not starting, you have already lost. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing fast, the only strategy that will fail for sure is not taking risks. So ask yourself, are you procrastinating to avoid failure? Or are you procrastinating to avoid living? Now you understand the problem. But understanding is not enough. You need action. Here are 3 pillars that will help you stop procrastinating and start building the life you deserve. Hasson. Start small, but start today. People think success means taking big actions. They want to start a big company, make a lot of money, become famous. So they wait until they can do something big. And while they wait, they do nothing. This is completely wrong. Big success comes from small actions repeated every day. When I started Alibaba, we did not try to compete with big American companies right away. We started by helping small Chinese businesses sell their products. One business at a time. One transaction at a time. Here is what you must do today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Choose one small action that moves you toward your goal. If you want to start a business, spend 30 minutes researching your idea. If you want to change careers, spend 30 minutes learning a new skill. If you want to be healthy, walk for 30 minutes. Do not think about the big picture yet. Just take the first small step. Because here is the secret. Once you start moving, it becomes easier to keep moving. The hardest part is always the beginning. Once you break the ice, momentum carries you forward. I always say, if you do not take action today, what makes you think you will take action tomorrow? Every day you delay is one more day of your life wasted. Small actions today become big results tomorrow. But you must start today, not when you feel ready, not when conditions are perfect. Today, remember, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. But you must actually take that step. 10. Focus on learning, not earning. Here is why most people procrastinate when starting something new. They focus too much on results. They want to make money immediately. They want success right now. And when results do not come fast, they give up. This is a poverty mindset. Poor people work for money. Rich people work for learning. When I was young, I worked as an English teacher making $15 per month. People thought I was crazy, but I was not working for money. I was learning how to communicate, how to inspire people, how to teach. Those skills became worth billions of dollars later. When you focus on learning instead of earning, something amazing happens. You stop procrastinating. Why? Because you remove the pressure of immediate results. You are not worried about failing because every failure teaches you something. You are not worried about wasting time because you are investing in your future self. Let me give you practical advice. In your 20s, work for experience, not salary. Join a company where you can learn the most, not earn the most. Meet people who inspire you. Learn skills that matter. Build your character. Build your knowledge. The money will come later, but knowledge stays forever. In your 30s, work for responsibility. Take on challenges. Lead teams. Make decisions. Learn how to handle pressure. In your 40s, work for what you truly believe in. Do things that make your heart beat faster. By your 50s, invest in young people. Teach them what you learned. You procrastinate when you focus on what you will get. You take action when you focus on what you will become. Which mindset will you choose? #3. Surround yourself with people who are already doing it. Let me tell you something that changed my life. You become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your friends complain all day, you will complain. If your friends have no ambition, you will have no ambition. When I wanted to build Alibaba, I did not spend time with people who said it was impossible. I found people who believed in the internet, who believed in China's future, who believed in my vision. Even when we had nothing, we had belief. And that belief kept us moving forward when everyone else said we should quit. Here is what you must do. Stop spending time with people who drain your energy. Stop listening to friends and family who tell you to be realistic. Find people who are already doing what you want to do. Join communities. Go to events. Read books by people who inspire you. Watch videos by people who challenge you. You procrastinate because your environment supports procrastination. Your friends say, let's watch TV. Your family says, get a safe job. Your environment tells you to stay comfortable. But growth happens outside your comfort zone. Change your environment, and you change your life. Find one person this week who is ahead of you. Someone who has achieved what you want to achieve. Learn from them. Ask questions. Offer to help them. Success leaves clues. Follow the clues. And remember, if you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. Let me bring this all together. You now understand why you procrastinate. You know it is not about laziness. It is about fear. Fear of imperfect conditions. Fear of your weaknesses. Fear of failure. But fear is a choice. You can choose to let fear control you, or you can choose to use fear as fuel. Every successful person you admire was afraid. The difference is they acted despite the fear. They started before they were ready. They learned by doing. They surrounded themselves with the right people. I want you to remember 3 things. First, start small, but start today. Take one tiny action right now. Do not wait for perfect. Perfect never comes. Second, focus on learning, not earning. Become valuable, and money will follow. Become wise, and opportunities will follow. Third, change your environment. Find people who lift you up, not pull you down. Here is the truth nobody wants to hear. 5 years from now, you will arrive at your future. The only question is, where will you arrive? If you keep procrastinating, you will arrive at the same place you are now. Maybe worse. But if you start today, even with small steps, you will arrive somewhere completely different. Somewhere better. Somewhere you are proud of. I built Alibaba with no money, no technology, and no support. Just belief and action. You have more advantages than I had. You have the internet. You have information. You have access to the whole world from your phone. The only thing stopping you is you. Not your circumstances. Not your background. Not your education. You. So I am going to challenge you right now. Close this video. Pick one action you have been procrastinating on. Just one. And spend the next 30 minutes working on it. Not planning it. Not thinking about it. Working on it. 30 minutes. That is all I ask. Because I know what will happen. Those 30 minutes will turn into an hour. That hour will turn into a day. That day will turn into a week. And that week will turn into a new life. The uncomfortable truth about procrastination is this. It is not about time management. It is about pain management. You avoid short-term discomfort, but you create long-term suffering. You avoid the pain of starting, but you feel the pain of regret. Choose your pain wisely. Choose the pain that makes you grow, not the pain that makes you shrink. Today can be the day everything changes. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. What will you choose? Will you keep waiting, or will you finally start? The decision is yours. But remember, life is short. Do not waste it waiting for perfect. Start now. Start messy. Just start. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Jack Ma, what will you do today?